Okay, it should be working now, I think. Seems like both teams are ready. Or at least FTW is ready. I think I'm looking at the rosters right now, like just the people on the servers. And it looks like Fearless has lost quite a few players that they had in WMT2. Like I think they had Kane and Benedetto for an example. They had Nox and a few others. So they have a very different roster. So I'm not sure how well their performance will be. I don't know how good they've performed in scrims either. Like my team hasn't played against them, so I'm not entirely sure. FTW has performed quite well. They seem to be doing just as good as expected. They, at the very least, I think they can be a team with a lot of upsets. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this will be a very close match. I have like some feelings that FTW, if they get like a really good early start, they'll run away with the match. But if Fearless can keep up during Mountain Fortress, I'm pretty sure they can do well on Reverend Village after. They just need the motivation for it, I think. There. Alright, we're going live. So it seems FTW is running 1 crossbow, 2 cav, 4 imps? No, 2 crossbows. And Fearless is running the same. Honestly, one thing you can do when you run Rodok is run like 1 more cav and 1 less crossbow, or just 1 more imp, 1 less crossbow. Often you can utilize both crossbows, but Vegas is a really strong faction on this map. Like back in the days, people easily got overwhelmed by axes and jabs, but I think players are good enough now to actually manage to deal with that. Like I think Vegas could beat Norge's Serenade here potentially as well. Yeah, we can see both teams just holding right now. And this is also one thing, if you decide to send 1 archer around, or if you have both archers here, just shoot with them. Spooking, taking some risks here. And I think Veigar can push her, definitely. Like, it's hard for crossbows to hit the archers once they start sidestepping and taking the shots. It's a game that you're gonna play here, so... There's at least a pretty good chance that Fearless might have archers free shooting. And yeah, here comes the push. This is what you really should do when you feel like the archers might pummel you. You should push. Because then you have to back off, and the cav can deal with it. Oh, we can see FTW getting the first kills here. Yeah, the second kill as well. Fearless got caught so much off guard, and like 2 instant double kills by Sabo and a triple kill in for Sabo. That's really well done. And Mine's getting 2 kills here as well. I think it's important to keep the calves down here so they don't get the heavy horses and the decent armor. So it's a good, important kill here for Ilahak, even though it looks like bad on paper, of course. You see some Turk kicks going on here. And there we go, FTW got the first round. Fearless got caught like really off guard. Robin got an early hit then as well when he rode in here. Like if Erlach is here and he backs off, the cav will come from the other side. And you could see also that the other archer, Spooky, he got caught in melee here against Soul. And even though he survived for quite a while, he got no support. Because the rest pushed in here. And if the Veigar Inf doesn't move around, then they can't do anything here. They'll simply get overrun. So a good call by FTW, and Fearless being not necessarily slow in their reaction, they're just out of position to begin with. guess Ariel Hack this time. Ooh, Robin getting an early kill on Pushiak here. I can't seem to find the other archer. Oh, he's just blind. FTW. I think they might run away with the match if it continues like this. Fearless has to push up here. They can't lose people as early as they did now. And while it's a good shot from Feener and probably like good teamwork between Robin and Bashed here to get the kill, it's unacceptable to die there, both for the Cav and Archer before the round starts. They really cannot lose more players here if they want to make this push work. And they still can. Scimitars do good damage. You can potentially two-shot both the infs and the crossbows here. They just need the Cav to come in. Because the Aerial Hack getting caught off here. They really need him to be able to shoot here. And Fearless getting the first kill there. This can be really good. Aerial Hack can start shooting here. Cavs coming in. And yeah, they didn't survive long enough here. And I guess this is what happens when you lose players early. Like, it's really hard to do anything. One player is manageable, two, it's just, you don't have enough bodies. If that's a way to say it, like, you need the bodies there to be able to win the round. So even if one or two players play bad, if they just shield up and do nothing, you can still win the round if two other people do a lot. You just need the people to stay alive. The bodies are important because they're scary. Yeah, sorry Kota, the betting system isn't on here. I wish I could, like, activate it. I probably could, but it would have to be my own. You can see Pushiak being aggressive here again. While Robin's running around with his prided heavy horse. The unkillable beast of... I don't know. Of some Lord of the Rings town, I guess. We can see Fearless going early for the flag here. Giving up the balcony here to the crossbows is a really bad idea. Feener will be able to shoot here completely freely. And if he just steps down here, no Cav can touch them from this side. And we can see Spooky being cut off. You can see, like, Robin, his horse just doesn't care. Getting the kill. Oh, they almost got the kill there. They need to stay alive just a bit more. Pushiak getting a good killer of mine to stun a lot these rounds. Yeah, we can see Spooky being able to shoot her as well. Yeah, this is some nice trades. I think Fearless might win this round. Yeah, they're getting some kills here, and it's a 4-on-4. And Fearless got way more HP overall. Yeah, and there we go, 4-on-3. Tiger White with a really good crossbow shot there, I must say. Aerial Hack needs to get out here and get some support. He has a cow with him, he can't stay there. Meanwhile, Assyrian might die to the crossfire here. If he doesn't... Oh, they're raising the flag. Oh, Garden, no, the team kill. They can still make it a draw here, potentially. Garda dying there. They really needed to just let the crossbows shoot and just stand on flag instead. There's no way they're gonna win this now, I think. Even if Assyrian plays really well, he's probably gonna die here. And there we go. That's a really big shame there for Fearless. They definitely had that round. Oop, and there we go, the classical restart to the cage. This new admin mod has introduced like some different maps on different spots. So it's not the usual ones, like all unnecessary maps are removed. And for some reason they added this American team fight thing. Yeah, I just think Fearless let them, like, if they had fought like that every round, they could have definitely won, but the round when FTW pushed, the first round, having the archers, like, and one archer here, and one archer here, and then a Rodak, and they're not cutting them off here, that means anyone can just walk here, jump up, and he got the archer in melee. And this archer, he can't help him, he has to back off, so there's no archer help for that guy. like the crossfire in the back. And really, like an archer up here in spawn, it's not a very good position. You look at where you can shoot. When you try to step out, crossbows can aim at you. Even at this corner, if you have one at the cart guy can just step out pretty safely. While this guy just has very few shots. Meanwhile, if you look at a position like this, you can actually cover yourself from the cart there and be pretty safe. I just think it's a bit of a shame there that Fearless didn't play better the other rounds. Because they definitely could have gotten this round. But it might have the motivation now, for sure, to take a few rounds. And yeah, they just need to get rolling, because like, when you play a team that might be, even if they're not that much better, that just plays a bit better than they are, if you start rolling, you can still do very good and win the rounds. Erwin, Jans has been in FTW for a few months, I think. 3, maybe? 4? I'm not sure he'll play here, though. I think he'll be benched. I'm surprised that they benched some of their players here. Especially Mines and... yeah, pretty much Mines. He's playing good. At least lately. Alright, here we go. We'll see the setups here. I suspect a 4-2 on both sides. We'll see. Yeah, 4-2. There we go. Tomias blocking the team. I think this is live? Teams are not sure. Garde answering the big question. We can see, I think FTW might play a bit more sparsely with their archer. Yeah, they are. Oh, Des has no shield. I think they wanted a restart because he had no shield, but they'll have to do something about this now. A lot of teams does what... Oh, I thought it was an archer. A lot of teams like to send one archer, and I think FTW has. Yeah, they're sending Tiger White around. And here, there's always a risk that Rodak just pushes here, but they don't seem to be pushing. Like, when Rodak pushes up here and you're at that position, it takes a long time to walk there. Yeah, now FTW can push with a 1-inf advantage. And unless Asarian managed to kill that archer, they're gonna be in a disadvantage in the teamfight here. Yeah, FTW getting the first kill. Oof! Airlock getting a good first shot here. So Robin getting hit as well. FTW is... I mean, Fearless is actually doing quite good here. Yeah, Airlock getting a double killer. Yeah, they're getting the kills. I think FTW is just overstaying their welcome, sending the archer all the way around. That's quite well played from them. And FTW, they just couldn't grab the kills. There we go, Tiger White goes down, and it's the last pesky info. Pesky knight. There we go, Fearless taking the first round. This is a big thing for them, because they can actually start rolling now. Rodok might not get the best armor here, but Veigar doesn't either. They have to win like 2 rounds to get heavy armor. So usually you don't see heavy armor on any side. But Rodok just... Once they get the helmets, and usually with the armor, they can usually at least survive 3 hits, so... These are some potentially dangerous positions here. I must also say something. There's a new flag spawning time in WPL, where it spawns 40 seconds into the round. And you have 2 minutes 20 seconds to position yourself and fight for the flag. So you can see a lot of teams, they will start going for the balcony a lot more. And yeah, here, I think it's important to have the balcony. Even if Rodok falls back now towards the ruin, a crossbow balcony can still get shot down here. Fearless is in a very dangerous position right now. They risk being overwhelmed. Yeah, and the FTW cap's already here. Yeah, this is a very bad position for Fearless. Unless they manage to do the like individual plays, they might lose here. But most of the players are keeping themselves alive right now. You can see Fearless losing a lot of health right now. Yeah, and there we go, FTW is getting the kills slowly but surely. This is pretty much what happens when you have to run backwards against a pushing team. If you split up at any second, or your archers, or just anyone, not archers, crossbows or archery, if they can't shoot, you'll die. The enemy cav has time to look at where they can come in, but the pushing team usually more actively look at their backs because they're the aggressors, while the running team has a hard time looking at their backs because when you retreat you have to make sure you don't get shot, you have to see where your team goes. And you could see that Fearless, they split up. And the second they split up, they got outnumbered here. Like, they had one more people fighting under this cover here. And they had an inf all alone here, Dest, and he can't be aggressive in this position here. It's just impossible. So you can see FTW just being given the round, pretty much. And here you can see, like, they won and they didn't lose any players really, but the imps and the archers, they don't have any good armor. Still, they might get some helmet and some gloves, but that's about it. So there's still a very big combat chance against Vagers on at least close maps. I think there has been opinions about pushing this area here, where some people really feel like you can't and some feel like you can. Just like pushing the square, people have been unsure about if they can push the square or not, where the flag is right now. And I definitely think if the team's holding this area and have an archer at this corner, you can push. Ooh, we can see FTW sending the... Tiger White almost getting a headshot. FTW is sending an archer around. This is a very dangerous position to take though. And here we go, Asarian's there again to cut him off. Ooh, that's a good couch. Holy Warrior going down early. Ooh, they might lose Robin here too. Oh, that's good. Get Asarian though. Oh no, they have to get the reports in here. Fearless has to win the teamfight here. Yeah, they're getting some kills here. I still think this is definitely winnable here. And there we go. That's a 2-5 though. It's not really winnable unless they throw it like that. Yeah, there we go. Again, I think Fearless seems to be throwing the rounds. In general, I just think that was not very well, like, played by Fearless. I mean, consider the positions they have here. If Vager pushes up, you can hold them at a line here, like between the wheel and the wall. And when they push up, you hold, so they don't get caught fighting here, like in this corner. Because the closer and like the smaller the corner is, the easier it is to just simply outplay an opponent. Whereas in an open space, you have more area to move in, and like the more skilled you are, the better open space is for you, just overall. That's at least my opinion. I think Fearless just got caught in the corner and got overwhelmed. And especially that Robin got the early couch. Ooh, that's a good early shot there on Robin. FTW seems to be content with the positions they have. They can put an archer here and send all the imps down to flag. Or just keep one imp with the archers and the rest to flag. This is a very, very hard and a very interesting flag as well, because once a team steps on the flag, it's such a long way to walk to help anyone at any position. So, like, from just walking from the flag up to the wall where FTW is right now, like the entry there, that's more than a 20-second walk. Same from the spawn there down to the flag, that's like 15 seconds. Up to the bridge, all the way, that's so much time. Once you commit to flag, you're committed. And if you lose the rest of your team while your infs are on flag, you're done. So it's interesting looking at this from a perspective of that none of the teams are sending anyone to the flag. I think the one that has to move first here is FTW though. Yeah, we can see them moving, and instantly Fearless responds. They have to make sure that they deal with Tiger White though. A Cav could probably get him. Ooh, they're sending an archer down with them too. Spooky got such a position here. Tiger White can't really shoot at him. I think this should be Fearless round. And you can see Des here being in a very bad position. Yeah, there goes Tiger White. And Des can't shoot here at all. Spooky getting a nice early double kill here. There we go. You can see them just smashing FTW. What? A draw? Wow. Soul must have survived alone on the flag without them racing it. Oh my god. That's such a bad reaction by Fearless though. They have to put the pressure on a lot earlier if they want to win those rounds. It's very interesting that it was a draw though. I must say, you don't see draws like these often, so... I would almost call it a bummer that's a draw. I want to see Fearless win that round, so it's a 2-2 and a final round here. Especially since the match will be closer if Fearless has like 3 rounds coming into Reverend. Even if FTW has 5, a 5-3 is definitely easy to come back from. And here we go. Fearless, they must learn from their mistakes this time. They must hold all their imps together. When they split up, they lost. Yeah, we can see the push already. You can see Pestonite coming back. Fearless does lack one archer here, I think. And I think this is a very good position for Fearless. They have to deal with the archer though. Oh, Spooky getting a really silly first kill there. Well, the Warrior getting the couch in. Fearless is out aggressing themselves there and they're losing this round because of it. They just ran into the imps to fight here. Just waiting for the last kill. And I think something to take out from this round is definitely that when you push and you're fighting Veigar, Cavs, in this case Garda and Pushak, they have to get to the archers. Or not necessarily to the archers, but if the archers feel like they can just freely shoot, like they did here, they'll just lose the round immediately. There's nothing you can do. Your imps has to, like the Rodok imps then has to shield up to the archers, or eventually get dwindled down by them. So it's a very hard position to fight in. When you push that, you have to make sure that you decide where to fight. And they just ran up towards the Veigar spawn. And you can't do that. That's when you lose the rounds. I still feel like they have the skill to win these rounds though. FTW is by no means like crushing Fearless in an individual sense. At least I don't feel like it. Fearless are just having such horrible positions to fight in. Or splitting people off and then getting overwhelmed. I think we might see some 4 cav here by FTW. Fearless has some pretty good cav, like Caesar used to, at least, I'm not sure how much Caesar has played cav recently, but he at least used to be a pretty good cav. Errolhach and Spooky have shown that they can hit the shots when they get the time and positions, so they have to take these points to their strengths. They have the cav, I think, and they have the archers, and even if their infs aren't the strongest right now, it's enough if they stay alive, for sure. I think, on the other hand, that FTW's strengths right now is definitely in their cav. I think they have a stronger cav force than Fearless has. And probably better infantries, at least at surviving on the flag. But I'm not really sure about like Tiger White and Fëanor in terms of like performance here. They can definitely hit the shots, but we mostly saw the cav and the imps do all the killing when on Mountain Fortress, so I think it will be interesting at least to see with how the teams play it. Maybe we can get a hint here in the pre-rounds. 5 cav to archers, 1 in. I guess double shield drop. I think that might be their lineup actually. Oh no, they're running 2 in for cav to archers. I think this map is interesting in the regards of how many infantries you can play. Because you can run 3 infantries on this map. There's no space that's so open, not even the one on the flag over there at the field where it's spawned now. There's no flag that's so open that infantries are bad. What the imps has to do though is not focus on killing but on stopping the cav. So you put pressure by putting imps on the flag, maybe 1 imp will shooter, and you just raise the flag and force them on it. That's how you have to play if you run multiple imps. When you run more cav, you have some more leeway in the positions you take, but some positions are harder to hold, like holding the graveyard here is harder because once the imps step in, when they push, there can be 1 imp in the back who still is covered from the cav, so when they push in, cav can go for anyone who stands here, and they just push into the graveyard and start killing, right? It can be really chaotic, and imps can work very well in that scenario. So I think will be interesting to see. I expect 4 cav on both sides, 2 shooters on both sides, and 2 imps on both sides, but we'll see. And I think this is live? Yeah, it's live. So I expected 4-2-2, both sides. We see 4-2-2 on Fearless and 4-2-2 on on FTW. Swede, yeah. I think there's no particular faction that got the strings here. Like, crossbows these days are good enough to just wait and hold in their shot until they can actually hit it, so that's a big advantage the crossbows, like crossbows overall right now have, I feel. Just doing the crash bait, I suppose. Here we go. Up with 2 imps like this, you can definitely like deal with it when you run the same setup, like 4-2, 4-2, and there's no real winner here. There might be a pretty strong crossfire coming in here from Azarian and Fëanor, but the one Errolhach and Spooky has, I think it's even stronger. Like once you get out on the field and the cav's protecting him, there's not much the enemy cav can do. He can just jump over, take 2 shots, the cav jumps over, he jumps over again, and so on. We can see Fearless cavs are being very aggressive here. They might actually go down if they're not careful. There's a slight advantage right now, but it's so much time, like on the flag for Fearless, but it's so much time left that... Ooh, Bash getting the... getting an early kill there. Caesar answering. Casual answer. We can see Fearless are getting quite some damage in on FTW. Though both the imps are already down. Fëanor's in a bad position right now. I think this might be Fearless rounds, even though FTW got an advantage. We can see a Siren just raising the flag, and it's not much you can do here as Cav unless you dismount. Horse was alive for forever. It's 30 seconds left. I actually think they got it now. Yeah. Fearless just got some really bad... They said, like... They got some really bad deaths, I'd say. Like, Des dying in a Cav duel early on is not okay. They need the Cavs alive, because FTW, as you saw, they don't feel that strong when they're just evenly fighting on the flag. But Fearless is always fighting with fewer numbers in the fight. I just think that Fearless has to play a bit slower. They're leading 7-1 right now, so if Fearless loses one more round, they've lost this match. I'll finish streaming the set, of course, but I won't finish the other set, I think, if Fearless loses this round. There we go, we can see the move to the flag. FTW's Cavs being very aggressive here. Fearless are getting up towards the rock position though. FTW is just content to chase here. Just positioning my camera, sorry. I have to pour up some soda, so you will have to suffice with this angle for 10 seconds. Oh, sorry, we can see FTW's Cav pushing up here. This is a very good position for Fearless to fight in. They can pick off all the Cav here. It's not okay that they're getting away with these kills here. When the Cav pushes in, they have to dismount them. FTW is getting away with murder, literally. Spooky going down there. All Pike Cav's too strong, and yeah. I think FTW is just getting away with too much here. Fearless is not playing bad, but it's just... They're not doing enough, I feel like. They're giving way too much over to FTW to do as they please. That just loses them the rounds. Just like when they were Veigar and pushing into the square on the flag on Mountain Fortress. Giving away that position, like letting them walk into the square is bad. Because once they do, your imps can't reach archers. And it's not necessarily about reaching the archers, but it means that the Veigar imp has to push past the other imps to get to the archers. And if you're aggressive, they can't. You have to be proactive and, you know, move at them instead of back off when they push. Holding is almost always better than backpedaling away when people are pushing. And if you backpedal away, you must have a position where you're ready to stop, stand and fight. And I think Fearless are not sure what to do. And that's just losing them the round. They look more certain now that they can definitely get Tiger White here. Or at least chase him off. And see, this is fine, because here... Ooh, Caesar almost getting Tiger White there. Oh no, losing a camera. But you can see, here they have a position to run back to. Like, Tiger White has a position where he knows he's safe at. They're gonna lose this kill, yeah they do. And Spooky might get... You can get one shot by the All Pike in that situation. They have to start putting some pressure up here on FTW, even if they're one less. And there we go, they're getting the kills. I got Pushek going down there. Fina getting a kill as well. They still have a little chance if the ends like outplay, but I think the cab, the extra cab here will just kill Fearless. Saba just staying alive. Then he got greedy. Ooh. I hope for the one shot there. Not the one shot, it was damage already, but... And there we go. Overall, I think well played by FTW. And I think Fearless, they didn't fall like flat because of their players, but the positions that they decided to fight in. Overall, it was a pretty fun match to watch, because these maps are very interesting, like if you think about like positions and where to fight, when to fight. Especially Mountain Fortress, I think it's tactically one of the absolute hardest maps in the game. So, yeah. Alright guys, I'll cut off the stream here. FTW is leading 9-1, so the match is all over. I'm gonna jump over and see if I can just record the match with Random Potatoes and IR on stream. Otherwise, I'll just watch the stream like the rest of you mortals. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you.